Hello friends, this is Hannah and I'm glad to see you on my channel. And in this video I want to show you how to crochet this beautiful lacy and textured pattern and how to use it to make the spring top with such beautiful sleeves. So you are in for a detailed step-by-step tutorial, and after watching it you'll definitely be able to make this lovely piece. Also, I want to say that your support inspires me. My tutorials are free, but if you like to help, you can make a one-time donation for a coffee. So let's begin. I'll be using this algodon living color yarn, which has 40% acrylic and 60% cotton, so it's perfect for spring and summer. The color is like this, and 50 grams, 130 meters. I also be using a 3.5mm hook, scissors, and yarn needle with a large eye for hiding the ends. So let's start. Before we begin chaining, I want to mention that our pattern requires the stitch count to be able a multiple of 19. For size SM, I will chain 76 stitches, that's 19 multiplied by 4. If you need a size L or larger, just add 19 more stitches to the total of extra pattern repeat. Yeah. So let's begin. I'm making a slip knot and chaining 76 stitches. So once you chain the required number of stitches, chain 4 more for turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, then yarn over twice and crochet into the first chain from the hook, making a treble crochet. Pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, and pull through 2 loops. Now we have 2 treble crochets. The turning chains count as first one. Now we need to crochet 3 more treble crochets into the same stitch. So we'll have 5. Yarn over twice again and crochet another treble crochet. And 2 more. Now we made 5 treble crochets into the same stitch, and next yarn over twice again, and in the next stitch make an individual treble crochet. Yarn over twice again and skip 1 stitch, then in the next one another individual treble. Now we need to make 9 treble crochets in total. We've already made 2. Let's make the rest. Three and 4. 5 and 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then according to the pattern, yarn over twice again, and in the next stitch, without skipping, make a cluster of 5 treble crochets, 1 into the same stitch, 2 into the same stitch, and so on. And into the next stitch, also make a cluster of 5 treble crochets again. Here's what we have so far, and now we start again with our 9 individual trebles. In the next stitch, don't skip anything after the cluster, just start with the first stitch, then skip 1 and make the second stitch, skip again, and so on. Here's what we have so far, and again we make a cluster of 5 treble crochets right in the next stitch. So double yarn over and crochet 5 stitches into the one stitch. And now the second cluster into the next stitch, also made of 5 treble crochet stitches. And then again, following the pattern, 9 individual trebles, literally into the next stitch, the first, and now the skip 1 and crochet these individual trebles. And now again we have two clusters, and here between these stitches we no longer skip but crochet right into the next stitches. So the first, and so on. And into the next stitch, one more cluster. And again we crochet 9 individual stitches into the next stitch without skipping between the cluster. And we have one stitch left, which we crochet the same way as at the beginning of the row, a cluster of 5 treble crochet stitches right into the last stitch. So our pattern will consist of 2 rows. We have finished the first row of the pattern. Let's take another look. So we start with clusters of 5 treble crochets. Then immediately follow with independent stitches, skipping 1. Then immediately another cluster of 5 and again a cluster of 5, then 9 individuals one, and so on. Cluster stitches, and we finish with a single cluster. So we will be repeating this row as we crochet upwards. And so let's begin the second row of our pattern. We make one chain stitch, then turn over work, and then we make relief single crochet stitches. Insert the hook under the first like this and make a single crochet. Then again under the next a single crochet stitch, and under each our stitch, under our treble crochet stitches, we insert the hook, pull up the yarn and make a single crochet. So it's a relief single crochet stitch like this. This is how we continue to the end of this row. So we have finished the second row. Let's take a look at what we have. Here's the pattern. If we look from the front side, we will see our pattern and this relief chain. Yes, a textured one. That's why I think this pattern is very interesting. It will look just amazing. Now our task is simply to continue repeating these two rows for the desired height, the height of your top. From the point where you decided to start and to shoulder level. And later I will show you what we are going to do next. So when we want to begin row 3, we simply chain 4 stitches, we turn it around and simply start repeating our first row into the same stitch, meaning the first stitch, a cluster, and so on. So we crochet to the height that you want and we will meet again. So we have finished our piece. Look how beautiful it looks. These raised stitches are my absolute favorite. Now look at the back side. There are still some yarn ends left to weave, which will be do at the end. It's completely flat here, so it will feel very nice against the body, and here's more texture. So now I'll show you how to make our additional rows for the shoulders. I've decided to crochet 2 additional rows on one side and the same on the other side. I've already made one side, so we are crocheting from the right side. After you finish, you crochet here a cluster, then 9 individual stitches and another cluster. Now I'll show you how to do it on the second side. Here's our cluster made of 2 clusters. And here we had it, right? So we attach here, since we had a row of raised stitches. Now we crochet a row like this. So attach, and then we make 1, 2, 3, 4 chain stitches and crochet our cluster. We attach it, make 4 chains, and then start the cluster. Then go straight into the individual trebles. Not miss the last stitch. We make a cluster of 5 treble crochets here, right here. So we have finished it, and now we make a chain, turn our work, and we make our stitches in each stitch as usual. Again 4 chains, turn our work, and crochet exactly the same way 2 rows. And here's what we have. This is how it looks. Now our task is to crochet a second identical panel with the shoulders, and we meet again. So after finishing both identical panels, we begin edging the sides right here. Turn the fabric and we will join our yarn through this outermost stitch. Attach it, and now make a single crochet, and we are going to walk into this arch formed by a treble stitch, and we will crochet 3 stitches into it, meaning 3 single crochets per arch. I'm working in the tail yarn, which is secured, and I weave it into this row. And next we have this hole where we previously crocheted here, and we make 1 single crochet. Then again 3 single crochets into the arch. Then again into the base right here, and like this we are going to crochet all the way to the end. So when you have finished the first round of edging, simply make a chain stitch to go up, and we continue. Turn and crochet single crochets into each stitch. This will be our second row. In total we need to crochet in the round like this for 4 rounds, and we are now working on the second, then crochet the third and the first, and you will need to do the same on the second side on both panels. We have finished crocheting the edging of our panels, then we will connect the shoulder seams on one side. I have already done this, and now I'll show you how to do the other side. So we need to place our pieces with the right sides facing each other, so the wrong side is facing us, And now we will join them in the following way. We place them opposite each other. And our task is to join the stitches that are parallel to each other, and here where we have these double edges, we'll connect it the inner loops to each other like this. We join them together this way. So inside the hook from this side, grab the yarn, grab the loop, and secure like this. And now we will connect them with slip stitches. It's a little uneven, but we try to align the pieces as parallel as possible. We make slip stitches and continue like this. Yeah, the seam is a bit uneven again. Let's try it this way. And here's our braid, and we grab the loops. From one and the other side, and make slip stitches. And we continue this way to the end of the row. So we finished cut off the yarn and secure it, and here's what it looks like on the inside. Let's take a look at the excess yarn. So here what we have on the shoulder. From the outside it's a fairly flat. This is what it looks like. So let's move on to our sleeves. For edging our panels, first, in order to calculate how much to leave for the sleeve, you need to measure your arm circumference, add 1 inch and divide that number by 2. In my case the circumference is 11. I added 1 inch and got 12 and divided it by 2. So here I have 6 inches. For convenience, I mark it with a marker optionally, and now we proceed to our edging. For joining, so we take our yarn and secure it. In the corners and make the fastener like this. Pull through, secure the loop, and again into the same stitch we make a single crochet to secure this yarn chain like this. And now how we are going do so. We have 2 braids here, and we will grab the inner loops like this opposite each other. pull through and join. Again, opposite each other, the inner and connecting, and this way we move to our marker. So we have reached the marker and we pull up this loop, remove the marker, and now we turn it to the right side. Just like this, the right side, and now we start crocheting our sleeve. We take our loop, tighten it, make 4 chain stitches, and we begin our pattern just the same way as we started. Here, that is, we crochet a cluster of 5 treble crochets in the same base stitch. Then continue the pattern just the same way. Next stitch our independent treble crochet, and 9 of them. Next, into the next stitch, a cluster of 5 treble crochets. Then next into the another cluster, and so on. We crochet the same pattern in a circle. So we have reached the end of the row, and we join into the top of our first stitch with a slip stitch. Then we make a chain stitch, turn our work in the opposite side, and we will crochet counterclockwise the second row. So we begin as usual, crocheting front post single crochets according to the pattern, just like the main fabric, and we crochet in a circle. So we have finished the row. We make slip stitch, 4 chain stitches, turn the work again, and crochet clockwise our pattern just the same way as in the first row. And this is a way we crochet our sleeves to the desired length. Then we meet again and I will show you what to do next. So now we have finished the sleeve. I ended up with 6 these sections, which is 12 rows of pattern, and we finish at the row where we created these ribbed braids. So we made 2 identical sleeves, and now I have already made the neckline, and this is what it looks like. It consists of 2 rows. I will show you how to make it using the principle on the example of finishing the bottom. Exactly the same way, only here it's 2 rows. So let's move on to the bottom. Decide where your back panel will be, and now we fasten the yarn anywhere. You can start in the middle, for example, on the right side. So we fasten it like this, and then we will crochet half double crochets. For this we make 1 more chain stitch. We will immediately work in the tail end, so we make a yarn over and crochet into our stitches, into each one, trying to catch both parts of the stitch. We make a half double crochet with a yarn over and into the next one, and with that we need to work the whole round. And continue around 1/2 double crochet with a yarn over, and keep going around. So we have completed our setup row, and now we join with a slip stitch, make 2 chain stitches, and we'll crochet the ribbon. Yarn over, don't do anything with the first stitch. Next, make a front post double crochet. Yarn over and the second front post double crochet. Back post, sorry. We make it from the back. Now we make it the front and from the back. This is how we form our ribbon. Alternative stitches like this. Insert your hook like this. And from the back, catch the yarn, and we are making this ribbon. This is how we crochet in a circle. Crochet as many rounds as you want to extend your top, and we will hear and see what we achieve. So friends, we have finished crocheting the bottom of our item. Here's how our ribbon looks, and because it's made of cotton, it's quite even and loose, and it looks great. So we have finished. If you like this pattern, liked the video, please give it thumbs up to support my channel, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye!